Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So
I would like to congratulate the former president on his promotion. We will have all of the fans will be running, and they will be pointed at us. I'm in the middle of a heat wave right now without AC. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, an American human being in YouTube Ronin. Would like to welcome you to the weekend update for July 11th, 2024. Already in the chat, the tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby, who may or may not be asleep by now. Friend of the channel, Enigma Severus. Channel member, JPRPH1. FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim? Okay, Enigma, you have me intrigued here. What information do you need to know about me before you release what? Okay, I'm a little worried right now. All right. Moving on to the rest of the chat. There are more of you here. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Matt Sheepwood in the house. Joining us from the UK, Shadow of the Raven, Nevermore. Gorilla's Random Thoughts, blah. I've actually got a guy coming by tomorrow afternoon to help me repair it. So, yeah, it's all good. I got it taken care of. It's an outdoor unit, so we're good. Brandon, the anime guy. All right, as you know, this is the show where I get to touch base with you, my loyal subscribers and channel members, and let you know what I am going to be up to in this weekend and then in some of the upcoming days. Now, I do realize that I did not do a member stream last month. I want to make it up to you, and I want to do 2 member streams this month, including one in the next week. Stay tuned to my community page. Those of you who are channel members, I'm going to tell you all about it, and we'll hammer down the time and decide on a day. So there will be a member stream upcoming. Some more people joining us here in the chat from the future. Shashi. Faithful Blue Wrench. The Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions. Connie Cleary. All right. Well, let's get on with it. I would also like to say hello to everyone joining us tonight on Twitter. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. All right. Put me up on Still Store there, Cambot. And of course, we will be starting Saturday. No, wait. Strike that, reverse it. Thank you. I have not yet heard from Jedi Bill. Oh, I'm sorry. Formerly Jedi Bill, now Outlaw Bill. It's going to take me a while to remember that. So I do not know if he is going to be airing his karaoke stream this Saturday or not. I do know that the next movie that we plan to do for Western Cinema Presents will be El Diablo from 1987 with Lou Gossett Jr., Anthony Edwards, Robert Beltran, and Joe Pantoliano. It's from 1987. It was an HBO film co-written by John Carpenter. And it's a movie that I recommended, and Bill found it because it is a little, or at least was a little difficult, because obviously Bill found it. That is going to be the next film that we're going to do. However, I don't know if we're doing it this week. So please stay tuned to my community page. And as soon as Bill has that link up and running, I'm going to let everybody know. Now, for Action Theater, our next Action Theater, which is Thursdays at 4:30 Eastern, we're going to be watching a film from this year, Boy Kills World, starring Bill Skarsgård. And again, so far as I know, next Thursday we are going to be back. But again, that depends on if Bill is ready. I want to let everybody know, so far as I know, Bill is okay. He has been under the weather. He has also had some family visiting, and of course, as you all know, he lost his little puppy. He lost Brady, and those of you who watched any of Outlaw Bill's live streams, you can oftentimes either see or hear Brady in the background. So we're going to miss that little fella, and but life goes on, and the show will go on. So unless there are any changes, so far as I know, Action Theater is going to be back next week, folks. How old was the dog? I am not 100% sure. I think he was an older dog, I think. Speaking of MST3K, today is Sandy Frank's birthday. Yes, I saw that they've been running a marathon on one of the MST3K channels. They've been running a marathon of Sandy Frank's movies. Yeah, I caught a little bit of that earlier on today. Let's see who else. Ironcaster has joined us. Good evening, sir. Tim is asking, did I see the new Time Bandits trailer? No. And based on what I've heard, I didn't miss much. Quick, give me record number 9. Yeah. Doesn't look good, nor does the Gladiator 2 trailer. I'm going to do a video about the Gladiator 2 trailer, because I got some things I want to say about it. And I've decided right here, right now, I think I'm going to do a video about it. All right. Moving on. Let's see. I would be devastated if something happened to Cassie. Yeah. Losing a pet is heartbreaking. Yeah. October of last year, I lost a cat. Little Bit, who's the cat who's in the emojis. I lost him last year, and he was with me when my dad died, and I didn't realize that he had become something of a service animal. You know, I wasn't grieving alone. And I did an episode of The Other Side of Midnight, which was a little bit different, when it was me talking kind of all about him. Or it might have been one of my unscripted shows, but I think it was The Other Side of Midnight that I did. So go back and watch that and have a good cry. You know, Sandy Frank is the source of all our pain. I would also like to put Coleman Francis's name in the you know, and pretty much anybody who was involved with Manos to Hands of Fate. When is Boy Kills World being shown? It will be the next episode of Action Theater. Bill and I are going to be simulcasting that show, unless something changes. Thursday at 4:30 Eastern. If that changes, stay tuned to my community page, and I'll let everybody know what time. Monster a go-go, but there was no monster. Okay. Then what the hell are we doing here? Gladiator 2, that was different. Yeah. Carl says, for me, the G2 trailer just makes the movie look like a second-rate cash grab. I think the issues are a little deeper than just the cash grab, and I'm going to be talking about that. I think I said that my brother lost his 17-year-old dog on Monday. I had to say goodbye to him. It was surreal to see him that morning, then not be there by the afternoon. Yeah. You know, that's the thing about pets, is they really do become members of the family. And when they're gone, you know, you do feel it. I know I did. I still do. You know, and not to bring the show down, because it's kind of not really what I wanted to talk about, you know. You know, I've lost some people over the last few years, and you know, and I'm sad because, you know, I don't have any family that lives near me. The ones that did, they're gone now. You know, a lot of my old friends, you know, aren't with us. But, you know, that's how life goes. That's part of it. You know, I don't have to like it, but it's how it is. And hello to Mark Malikoff, back to the Delothium Mines, indeed. Gladiator 2, Electric Boogaloo, yeah. We have deeper issues, it just looks lame to me, yeah. Like I said, I'll say more later on. Sashi says, if Hollywood insists on adding hip-hop music every time a black person is present, I insist that Indian songs are played whenever there's an Indian in the movie. Where's my representation? Yeah, you know. And I don't want to spill the beans right now, but I've got something. I have something to say about that particular song and why I don't and I do at the same time think it should be there. All right. But anyway, you know, not to drag the show down too far and go off on too much of a tangent. Though obviously I should just call my channel the Tangent Network at this point. I do have some shows coming up. One thing that I am hoping to do this weekend is the film that I talked about last week on Unscripted, Longlegs. It has finally reached theaters. Started playing this evening. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to see it. Been quite a day here. But this weekend, at some point, I want to take some time out. I want to go to the theater. I'm going to go see Longlegs, and I am going to review it. I've already commissioned our pal Fletcher Williams to work on a thumbnail for that, along with a few other things that are coming up. So a review of Longlegs, a non-spoiler review. I may do a spoiler review later on, but there will be a non-spoiler review sometime between now and Sunday evening. Or at least that's the plan. All right. However, I do want to remind everybody, Big Al Presents Saturday night at 10 p.m. Films with Friends, and he is going to be watching Better Off Dead, the 80s teen comedy, starring the guy that blocked me on Twitter, John Cusack, and Diane Franklin. So, who pretty much still looks the same now as she did back then. It's quite amazing. So I think Troy and Netter are going to be in that show as well. So join Big Al Presents Saturday night 10 p.m. for Better Off Dead. All right. Getting us on over to Sunday will be this week's episode of Unscripted, and it will be episode number 70, which I have entitled Only You Can Prevent Forest Fires. And here's the reason that I entitled the show what I did, was that I sometimes when you do a weekly show, sometimes you don't always come off with a decent, you don't always come up with a decent topic. You know, you might have ideas, but, are they going to fill the runtime that you've decided on? So here's what I decided to do this week. I decided to make my problem your problem. And you, my loyal subscribers, my faithful channel members, you get to pick the topic. Think of this as a play on a chat Q&A show. Whatever comes up in conversation, that's what we're going to talk about. So this is going to be a show by and for you. I am leaving it in your hands. Just please don't get my channel deleted. That's all I ask. I want to have fun with this episode. I don't want to get into anything too heavy, or we have enough of that. I want this show to be a fun one. I've gone into some dark subject matter of late on Unscripted, and I want to bring it back to being more fun. So it's going to be a show about nothing then. Yeah. It's going to be a show about nothing, and it's going to be a show about whatever you want it to be about. I am probably making a mistake, Shashi. And hello to Big Al Presents. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Tim. Usually Bill picks the film. He has a backlog of movies that he wants to show, and every once in a while I'll get one in there, like this upcoming one is one that I brought up a while back, actually, and we're finally getting to it. But I'll run it by him if he wants to start like showing episodes of old westerns. That's going to have to be up to him, because the western show, that's Bill's show. I'm like I say during the show, I am the trusty sidekick. It's his show, it's his thing, and I think it's a good format, and I don't really like interjecting too much into it. The trivia section at the end was pretty much my thing. But, you know, I could just as easily do it during the movie, you know, but that's really it, you know. But as far as concerns doing episodes of old Westerns, I would be fine doing that every once in a while. But honestly, that's really up the bill. So really that's kind of a question for him. You know, but you know, 2 or 3 times a year, I'd be fine with it. All right, moving on. Hey, Seinfeld thrived on nothing, but there was no topic. So much real world doom and gloom these days, a refreshing change. Yeah, you know. And I pride myself on my channel being kind of with it and as up to date as you know I'm capable of being. But you know, every once in a while, you know, I don't want to talk about the normal stuff that every YouTuber wants to talk about, you know. You know, and I'm not denigrating any of those channels. I watch a lot of those channels, you know. I watch Critical Drinker, I watch Nerderotic, you know, I like their content, I'm fine with it. But, you know, I don't always feel the need to go there. Like, you know, I made a conscious decision on this channel to kind of not follow Star Wars or really a lot of the Disney stuff. And I don't feel the need to do it really, you know. And sure, you know, I could probably get more subscribers and I could probably get more watch hours and more clicks, but you know, unless I had something novel to say, I just as soon leave it alone, you know. You know, you guys know me, you know I'm not a fan of Disney, of present day Disney, I should say. Let me qualify that. I am not a fan of present day Disney. I am not a fan of Disney Star Wars. You know, a lot of people I respect have told me Andor is very good. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it has its merits. There's some good actors in it. You know, you have a showrunner in Tony Gilroy who actually knows how to put a story together. So I'm sure that he came up with something interesting, but I'm not personally interested, you know. You know, and I said way back that I wasn't going to watch The Acolyte. I wasn't going to review it. Now, I watched the first episode with Bill and Admiral Teague as kind of a favor to Bill. You know, he invited me on, you know, and he did. He invited me onto that Acolyte show that he and Teague does. And after, you know, and I watched the first episode kind of as a courtesy, but you know, it's not really something that I was really interested in going in. So it could have been the best. It could have been the best Star Wars show ever made. What if everybody was totally wrong and The Acolyte was actually the best Disney Star Wars series? I probably still wouldn't be interested. because the other shows didn't interest me at all. The Outrage hate train is boring. Yeah, it kind of is. I can literally see Star Wars Theory Soul dying every time he reviews The Acolyte. Yeah, I feel sorry for him, because I get it. I was very much like him. I was an OG Star Wars guy. And now I'm not into it, and I think Star Wars needs to go away for like 10 years. Just get rid of it. Okay, good night. Good night, Curtis. Take it easy. Have a good night's sleep. You can catch the rest of the show later on. Riding shotgun on Bill's show. Yeah, that's how I look at it. I'm riding shotgun. He's driving the stage. Stuff other YouTubers are not doing, so no Acolyte then. Thank you for that. Well, you're welcome. How about a discussion on exotic cheeses? Huh? All right. Talk amongst yourselves. Disney needs to go away and be rebuilt from the ground up. Yeah, it does. They have a lot of problems right now. All right. So Unscripted, episode 70, only you can prevent forest fires. It's gonna be a fun show. So yes, if you feel you must. All right. Moving on to our next program, which will be, of course, right after Unscripted over on Aged Boomer's channel, will be Geeky Geezers, as he and Troy Pacelli and Netters Network discuss the past week in entertainment. And right after that, stay tuned. Get yourself a beverage, a little midnight snack, and join me for episode 60 of The Other Side of Midnight. I will have a panel of guests joining me. Tune in and find out who shows up and where the discussion will be taken. It's my late night chill stream. It's kind of my version of Art Bell's Coast to Coast. Obviously, I don't go into the same subject matter as he did, but it's definitely the inspiration for the show. So join me for episode 60 of The Other Side of Midnight. All right. Now, this week, Monday night, the Mystery Movie Night podcast will return. And we're going to be discussing this week's mystery movie. Not very many clues as to what this movie is going to be. I know that according to the Regal Unlimited app, the film is going to be rated R, and that it will have a 1 hour and 53-minute runtime. I don't have any guesses for what this movie might be. And to be honest, I don't really want any. I I want to be surprised this time going in. Since Corner has RSVP'd. Paul, unfortunately, is not going to be able to join us off the cover because he has some obligations, and our friend Kyle Corwith has an open invitation to join us for the show. So if he can, hopefully he'll be on along with us. But if not, hey, there's going to be me and Sin talking about movies, and that works for me. So join us Monday night for the Mystery Movie Night podcast. And hello to DJ Ronnie G. Carl, going back to the Acolyte for a minute, says, can't say I like the Acolyte, but I don't hate it the way others do. But we do need good Star Wars again. Chances are slim. Yeah, well, you're going to have to get it away from Disney and put it back in the hands of people who actually respect the lore. Going old school, Playboy After Dark. Huh? Maybe on Rumble. And in the future, I do want to start doing more on Rumble. I know I've said that before, but now I mean it. I really would like to do more. All right. So that's Monday night at 10 p.m. The Mystery Movie Night podcast. Oh, poopy. All right, I am back. Did I kick myself out again? Yes. He's dead, Jim. He goes silent now. He's like, I got kicked off. No, I'm still here. Yes. Kathleen Kennedy, Leslie Headland, and Rachel Ziegler kicked down my door, and I'm scared. Chat is the captain now. Yes. All righty. I go up. I'm going to do a stream. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's. I'm down with that. Let's do something here in the future. All right. Let me get reset because I do have one more program that I would like to talk about. Taken down by the power of many. Yeah. Yeah, it bees that way sometimes. All right. And I'm going to push the right button this time. And for one last program note here will be, of course, live from Sparkwood 21 This is a show that chronicles the cult classic TV series Twin Peaks, and we have finally reached season 3. So this has been kind of my holy grail for a while, because this is my first time seeing season 3. And so during the show, you will be hearing my genuine reaction to the events taking place in this show. And this is part 3, entitled Call for Help. So join Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, Aged Boomer, and myself Tuesday night at 8:30. Assuming there are no technical issues. The last couple of weeks, StreamYard has not been too kind to us, nor has Cosme. So hopefully we've got the kinks worked out, and we will be back Tuesday night for Sparkwood in 21. And I want to say hello in the chat to Rod Thunderheart. Yes, Rod Thunderheart is with us. Press the left button. I'll DM in the not too distant future. All right. I will be looking forward. I'll keep an eye out. And ditto to Enigma. Right on. Shadow to Raven says, Twin Peaks Season 3 lost me, to be honest. Hopefully it will not lose me. But, like I said, this will be my first time watching these episodes, and you're going to get my honest opinion. And if there, as you did for the first 2 seasons, there are things in particular in season 2 that I was not a fan of. But in season 3, it's going to be the bad with the good. If I enjoyed an episode, I'll say so. If I have issues, I will be honest and I'll say so. But I've really been looking forward to this. And this is the culmination of what Live from Sparkwood in 21 has been all about. And it's really about, bringing new fans to the show. So, part of my kind of de facto mission statement for this channel is to bring you good entertainment. And that's really what I want to do. And the original run of Twin Peaks on ABC was one of my favorite all-time shows. Like I said, despite the fact that I had some issues with season 2, it was still one of my favorite shows. So I'm happy to have the opportunity to bring it to you every Tuesday night at 8:30. This is swinging by for a drive-by like. Right on. All righty. Well, that is that's the show. I want to remind everybody, Unscripted, Sunday night at 8, The Other Side of Midnight, early Monday morning at 12:05 a.m. Eastern. the Mystery Movie Night podcast Monday night at 10 o'clock. And live from Sparkwood in 21, Tuesday night at 8:30. So stay tuned also to my Long Legs review. For my Gladiator 2 trailer review. And stay tuned, those of you who are members, to my community page, where I'm going to let you know about when the next member stream is going to be taking place. And of course, there will be other videos, reviews, and I might just do a live stream sometime during the week just for the hell of it. We'll see. All right. Yeah, season 1 and 2 were really good. They were. Yeah. Press the like. Thank you. That's all, folks. Look for my email. Look for your email. I will. All right. Nothing to see here. Move along. Take care, all. All right. That is the weekend update for the evening of the 11th of July, now the 12th of July on the East Coast, 2024. I'd like to thank everyone who joined us in the chat. Connie, Sashi, Carl, Tim, Enigma, Rod Thunderheart, JPRPH1, DJ Ronnie G, the tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Shelby, Mark Malnikoff, Big Al presents Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Ironcaster. All right. From HQ and all points, north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win.